In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a gate that won't sag. I used the kit from National Hardware that makes making these gates super quick and easy. They end up being super strong and square, and they work perfect for applications like this. I have a lot more videos on my Instagram about this video and others, so I suggest you check me out. I'm going to include a link down below. Alright, so let's get started. To make the gates, I used a kit from National Hardware that has the 4 brackets, 2 of them have the hinges welded in, and it has all the screws. To lock the gates, I used the heavy-duty post latches. For the double gates, I used some of their gate casters and the cane bolts. The main measurement that you're going to need is the gate opening size. Now in my case, since it's a double door, I did the gate opening minus 1.5 inches. If it's a single gate, just do the gate opening minus 1 inch. This will allow for the hinges to swing freely and give you some space for the post latches. And as far as the height of the gate, you can make it any size you want. I did it so that the hog panel would fit perfectly without me having to cut it as much. I had to make some grooves in the post to allow for the hog panel, so I set my blade at 1.5 inches and I made one cut. And then I flipped it and made another cut. If you're using 2x material, you can skip this step completely, but since I'm using 4x4s, I had to do this. Okay, so just before we get started, I wanted to go over how the system works as far as how it connects to your horizontal and vertical pieces for your door, your gate. These brackets are meant to be the same thickness as 2x material. So all you do is screw in your horizontal piece, and then you would screw in your vertical pieces on this side, and you have, basically, you have that. Now since I'm using 4x material, I'm going to show you why I had to make that groove. Okay, so this is the same concept. I'm going to be attaching my horizontal piece there, and then I'll be attaching my vertical pieces like this. So it's pretty much the same concept, except I'm using the 4x material, and I notched out this groove so that since I'm adding hog panel, I can have a place to attach the hog panel along both sides. So once these are assembled, I'll have basically a frame where I can attach my hog panel. Now these exposed edges, I think I'm going to cover these up just to make sure that the vertical pieces don't start to sag backwards like that. But yeah, that's why I did these grooves, and I think it'll make more sense once I actually assemble the gate. Installing the brackets is really easy. You just screw in all the screws that are provided and make sure that the hinges are on the same side. So you just start on one corner and screw it in, and then basically put it together until it's all done. To make this entire process go a lot smoother, I would highly recommend getting one of these self-centering bits. I'm going to include the link below, but they make this process a lot easier. Anytime I'm installing hardware, I use these because it'll center it wherever you need the screw to go in. Let me show you. So now your screw is going to go in exactly where you want it to go. You don't have to worry about pre-drilling or anything, it's already good. So yeah, I'm going to include a link to that so you guys can check it out. So one of the best features of this hardware is that it really doesn't take long at all. It only takes about 10 minutes to do this whole process. And once you're done, the doors are ready to hang. To hang the doors, I put a 2x6 on the ground and used some shims to make sure that it was level. That way both doors would be level to each other, and then I just started screwing in the hinges. I repeated the process on the bottom hinge and then repeated the same thing on the other door and tested it out to make sure it worked. Quick check for level and we're good to go. The next step is to secure the post latches. Now all you have to do is use the bolts that come with it to secure it, and use the bolts to secure the part that goes on the door. Once you do that, you should have a working gate. Okay, so the gates are hung and the post latches are installed, and the next step is to add the hog wire panel. So I get this from McCoy's, and basically all I have to do is cut it to size. I don't have bolt cutter, so I had to do it with my grinder, but it works just fine. So I use these 1/4 inch one hole straps that I get from the electrical department at Home Depot, and some 3/4 inch screws to secure it all in place. And then off camera I go ahead and just spray paint it with some black paint. And the last thing I wanted to touch on is these gate casters that I got from National Hardware as well. All you do is secure them into place with a screw and then some bolts and washers on the other side. They work perfectly, and they're going to help keep the doors from sagging as well. Unfortunately, my phone overheated when I was shooting the part where I do the cane bolt, but the kit has everything you need. You just screw it into place and then just get some 1/2 inch tube and run it where you want the door to stop. You just hammer it into place, and then the cane bolt will secure it. Alright, so that wraps up the build, and I just wanted to thank the sponsor of the video, National Hardware, for providing their awesome hardware for this build. Everything is really easy to use, and everything comes in the kit that you need. So I highly recommend checking them out. You can get their stuff from Lowe's or online. Also, I just wanted to say that I do have another video showing where I made the arbor on top of the gate, and I have a video showing the system that I used to add the custom Texas inlay that I used from Slab Stitcher. So if you're interested in those, please subscribe and click the links that I'm going to include up here so you can check those out. Okay, so that wraps up this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smash that subscribe button, and also follow me on Instagram. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. This is my first time building anything like this, so I did learn a lot of things along the way. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and until the next time.